Hi everyone, and welcome to week 11 of week 52, weeks of Christmas, my challenge I've created for myself, for those of you who are not familiar. Because Christmas seems to come and go so fast and I never get enough time to do the crafts and things I want, and every year it just keeps flying by faster and faster, and I seem to get further and further behind. So this was my challenge for myself. Last week we did a stocking. This week we're going to do a mitten. Now this particular mitten was cut from the Santa Claus mittens paper doll dress up Cricut. So I enlarged it to 8 inches for the largest measurement, but you could also make one of your own just by taking a scrap piece of paper and putting your hand out to extend it oversized, and then just over exaggerate the mitten itself. Now this is way big, but you get the idea. Just you want to over exaggerate it to make it bigger than what it normally would be in your hand. So, and then you would just cut that out with your scissors. And if the shape doesn't look right, you can always trim it down even more. But you just want it, I want an over exaggerated mitten. There are other ones out there that you might like better. Maybe a more plain looking mitten. But I kind of like the over. And then what I just did is you can just go along and make a extra piece down there to create the cuff. But so that's not too far off from what theirs is really, and I just drew it by hand, so not too far off. So that's how easy it would be to make a template. And like I've told you before, I'm not afraid to make my own templates. If I don't like what I'm finding, I will make my own template. I'll figure out a way to do it. I'll keep trying until I get something that I like the looks of. This was just convenient for me. So I've cut this out in 2 pieces of just like cereal box chipboard type. So it's a lightweight chipboard, but just cereal boxes or pizza boxes or whatever. And I've glued 2 of those together. Now this mitten came like this. It had a little, I don't know if you can see that, but it was kind of connected there. What I did was I just drew in there. This is my first one. This was a 6 inch and it wasn't big enough. I just drew in there to extend that, and then I came in and I cut it out to make it look like the thumb was more separate. That's how I did that. So, and then I cut one out of regular, what do you call this? Craft cardstock. This is Hobby Lobby brand. And then I'm going to glue that on there. But I prepped my burlap with Mod Podge. So I went in, I took a piece of wax paper and I put my burlap on there, and I went in and I painted this really good with the Mod Podge. That way it won't fray or anything. So I'm going to glue this piece down on here. I already glued my other 2 pieces together. And it's just to create some stiffness here. I'm going to use my art glitter glue. This shouldn't be too bad of a video today. Should be kind of a nice short one. I've got some pine cones and some pieces of picks that I have cut apart, some lace that I picked out. So it should go together fairly easy. Let's go ahead and put this on there. Like so, like that. All right. I think we got it. All right. Now to glue the other part down, we're probably going to have to use some Mod Podge for that too. So I'm going to set this on top of here, and I want to draw around it with my pencil. Whoops. Goodness gracious. I draw around it with my pencil. We'll come back in and cut that out more. And then when I cut it out, I can cut it out on the inside of those pencil lines so I don't have to try to erase those. It's nice and stiff because of the Mod Podge. You could use regular white glue too if you want. Elmer's glue or Kids Craft glue. Anything that's going to stiffen that up a little bit. Doesn't have to be Mod Podge. Any glue will work. And then I sat it aside and let it dry. And it took, it was by a register and it still took a good hour because I really soaked it. I don't want fraying. I mean, if you don't mind the frayed look, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that by the time I got done, I'd have some burlap left. All right. I'm going to put this there like that. And then I can always go back in and trim it a little bit more off the back there. And this is going to get lace on it, so I'm not worried about that little edge that might show there. All right. Let me get my Mod Podge here. All right. And this is just regular, the original Mod Podge. Nothing fancy. And I'm just going to paint this. Get a good coating on here. If this doesn't work and want to hold quick enough, then I will use my hot glue because not very much is going to seep through there, so I'm not too worried about that. So, but let's try the Mod Podge first. If that won't work, then we'll use the hot glue. But I'm hoping this will work. Let's see here. Sometimes when you're working, you need something that grabs a little faster. All right. Seems to be holding pretty good. See, I can rub on this and it's not going to come apart because it's glued pretty good together. So, all right. Let's cover this up so we don't tip it over and make it fall. All right. So my mitten is going to be like this. I think I'm going to put a hanger on it. So I've got some jute here. Yeah, we might have to, excuse me, might have to use some hot glue here. Might. Looks like it. Yeah, we're going to have to use some hot glue. All right, not a biggie. Not a biggie. I kind of thought as much. So I'm just going to start spreading this around here towards the edge. I want my edges to stick pretty good. There we go. That should be plenty. Should be plenty. Let's put this back on there. This will grab a little bit faster, so I got to kind of make sure I... Whoops. That grabbed a lot faster. Oh, goodness sakes. All right, let's try again. Let me scrape this off here. It's kind of wet under there from the glue, so this wasn't sticking there very good. Just when you think you're going to have a nice quick one. Stuff like this happens, but I'm glad it happened to me, so you can learn from my mistake. All right. And I'm glad this is peeling off nice because then I won't end up with bumps underneath there. So, all right. All right. Hot glue would probably be better anyway because of that thinner paper. All right. Got it. Look at that. Came right off. Let's get this mess out of our way. Let's try again. Bring the glue in. The other glue is dry now, so I'm just going to do part at a time. I'm going to do the upper half, and then I'll come back through and do the lower half. There we go. All right, I'm going to get this matched up here. There we go. If I don't press down on that, then that will stay kind of bumped up, so I'm going to press down on that. As you can see, it's holding together pretty nice. Okay. And I'm going to pull this up. Put my thumb under there. There we go. Just like that. And some might come through. We're going to try to avoid that a little bit. That's why my nails get so beat up, because I use them as tools. All right. So now let's take a piece of jute for a hanger. This is just jute from Hobby Lobby. That's plenty. Like I said, I don't think I need one that long. I'm going to hang it from the back here. And put a thing of hot glue here. Lay that right in there. And if you're worried about that, this is going to be just for me, but if you're doing them for fairs or for somebody else, might want to just cut an extra mitten out, and then you can cover that up on the back if that bothers you seeing that, or for yourself if it bothers you seeing it. This one's for me, and it really does not bother me that much to have that on the back. But if I was doing it for a fair or as a gift for somebody or as a tag on a present or on a gift box or something, then I would definitely cut the extra piece out and make it look finished. Probably even maybe out of decorative cardstock or something like that. All right. I'm going to let that dry up a second. I've cut some pines from one of my picks, and I cut these. I don't know if I'm going to use these. They look kind of big to me, and then these came off the same pick as that. I've got some pine cones. I've got some other pine here. Grabbed a little deer. I have a bigger deer. I have my 2 ribbons that I'm going to use. This one's like snowballs. It's got the balls hanging, and then this one is a wider lace there that I've got ready. Right, that's dry enough. Let's go ahead and do our lace. So I figured I'd lay this lace down first and maybe drop it just a little bit, because this one will be at the very top like that. So I thought I'd drop this one down a little bit. I'm just going to glue that back behind there, like so. It's a nice pretty lace. You could use anything you want. You could use any color lace you want. There's some tape on the end of that. I want to get rid of that so I don't melt it with my hot glue. Wide ribbon, decorative ribbon, like you might have for your Christmas decorations or your wreaths would be pretty on there. There's so many different. I just wanted to keep the more naturally looks there, so that's why I went with this lace here. All right, I'm going to use this to kind of lay that in there. I don't want to burn myself. There we go. Let's get that. Bring that one down like that. There we go. Lay another bead of glue here. Pull that into that. And then, like I said, this should go together quite easily. It's not a complicated one, but like I said it earlier, and I've said it before, is I I see all these cute things that I want to make and do, and I just never seem to have time to get them done. So well, this year I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna try to get some of these things done, and some of these ideas I've had for quite a while. I'm gonna take my next piece and I'm gonna lay that down there. I've had the materials for some of my projects for quite a while, and they just seem to build up and build up and build up. And, you know, I might get one or two done, but there's always extra activities going on, and go here, go there, and so I always feel sad when it's over. It's like, man. I'm also going to run a bead of glue right along here just to help hold that in place. So just like that, just so it's in place there. And we'll trim that off of there. Hangs over a little bit. There we go. There. And then I'm just going to tack the back part of that. I like things that, and I've looked for quite a few things that I could do for this 52 weeks, because of course I did not have 52, I don't think. But I wanted some things that you could grab, hopefully with things you had around the house. You wouldn't have to go shopping for a bunch of items. But it also gives you a leg up for something you might see that when Christmas, because they start putting stuff out. I know Hobby Lobby starts putting stuff out like in May sometimes for the Christmas. So they start putting that stuff out early, so it gives you something to keep an eye out for, like, oh yeah, I remember I wanted to do that project, and now I can pick up my supplies. All right, so I had these, like I said, these ones, and I also liked these with the snow. And maybe we'll go with those two. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to use these three here, and I'll lay them out just like, kind of like they're sitting right now. And any glue that's showing will get covered up, so I'm not too worried about that right this second. Just like the idea of bringing in some bright colors. We kind of poke that down in there, get them good and set. All right. And then I do have these ones. So let's go ahead and put some glue on there. Now these ones are kind of funny because that glue hits those needles and it will shrivel them right up. It's like they almost disappear. It's kind of crazy. All right, get that one set. I'm just going to hold that just for a second. And if you guys have any particular thing you would like to see me try to make, just let me know. Send me a message or leave a message down in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can come up with for you. I am not afraid to try new things. So yeah, if you have an idea of something you would like me to do or to try, I would be more than willing to do that for you. Within reason. I mean, if I can't do it, I will tell you that I can't do it. But I'm not afraid to try new things. So, and then if cost permits too, you know. All right. But yeah, if you have something you'd like me to try, that would be awesome. Just to say, hey, I always wanted to try this. Do you think we can figure out a way to do that? Or, and you know, I can't do anything that's registered trademarks or protected under the U.S. laws or anything like that. But a lot of times you can simulate something without breaking any of those things. You know, maybe you can't do the exact same thing, but maybe you can do um, a different version and get, you know, not just change like the paper color or something like that, but yeah, I would look into it and see if I could do it for you. All right. This one's going to go here. There we go. We're going to take up that center spot. Pretty nice there. Now I have to decide if I want the bigger deer he's pretty big, but not bad, really. Let's see. You would still be able to see all that other stuff. I could still get my pine cones in there, like that. I like that. And you could still get the pine cones in there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and use him. This one is cute, and actually this one was red, and I glittered it teal because he's getting cute too, but he's not very big. I think I like this bigger one here. Let's go ahead and just he was probably like, he might have been dollar store, possibly Hobby Lobby or something, but might have been dollar store. All right, I'm going to get this up in there like that. There we go. And the glue, ooh, glue will get you. Okay. Glue will kind of drip down into that piece there, and let me see if I can get some on his face here, and then maybe that'll hold that there. There we go. All right. Like I said, this is going to be a nice quick one today. Not all of them have to be really long. If you have any questions, always feel free to just comment or message me, or leave a message in my YouTube or all right. That like that. Yeah. Okay. Let those dry a little bit. I wonder if I need some berries or something on there. I'm not sure. Maybe some white ones or some silver. I got some silver ones here and some white ones. I don't know if I necessarily need them. Now let's throw a couple of these silver ones in here. We'll do 3 of those. I'm just going to snip those off of this pick and get some silver in there too with our gold. I'm just going to put a bead of glue there, and we'll lay that right in there. Okay. I'll grab another glue stick while that's setting up here. Okay, and then let's grab this one here, and we'll put you right down here. And we'll lay one right up there, just like that. Okay. There. I think that looks pretty nice. Oh, sorry, I was out of frame. So this one, this mitten, like I said, was 8 inches at its longest point. So, and with its hanger, I mean, you probably got like, looks like about 6-inch hanger there. And that is it for today. I like it. Love it. I hope you enjoy my videos, and I hope it encourages you to join in and spend the next, maybe 41 weeks with me. Sounds like a long time, doesn't it? But I hope you enjoyed the videos, and if you do, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you do subscribe, please hit that bell so you can be notified when I put up a new video. I do other videos besides these. I do craft ones and mini albums and folios and shadow box layouts. And so I hope you consider joining me. And if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. They're always appreciated. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.